The Battle of Bardia, which took place from January 3 to January 5, 1941, was a crucial engagement in the early phase of the North African campaign during World War II and marked the first large-scale battle planned and executed by Australian forces. Located near the Libyan-Egyptian border, Bardia was a heavily fortified coastal town held by the Italian 10th Army under General Annibale Bergonzoli. The town had been transformed into a stronghold, with 18 miles, about 30 kilometers, of perimeter defenses, including deep anti-tank ditches, barbed wire entanglements, extensive minefields, and over 400 reinforced concrete bunkers equipped with machine guns, mortars, and artillery. Around 45,000 Italian troops were stationed in the fortress, supported by tanks and artillery pieces. The Allied plan to take Bardia was part of Operation Compass, a limited offensive launched by British Commonwealth forces under General Sir Archibald Wavell with the aim of pushing the Italians out of Egypt and eventually out of Cyrenaica in Libya. The assault on Bardia was carried out by the Australian 6th Division, led by Major General Iven Mackay, with support from British units including the 7th Royal Tank Regiment and various artillery batteries. The attack began at dawn on January 3, 1941, following an intense aerial bombardment and an all-night artillery barrage that targeted Italian positions. Australian infantry from the 16th Brigade spearheaded the attack, supported by Matilda II infantry tanks, which proved nearly impervious to Italian anti-tank weapons. Using explosives, Bangalore torpedoes, and engineers to clear paths through the barbed wire and minefields, the Australians punched a hole in the Italian defensive line and began capturing strongpoints one by one in a methodical and disciplined advance. The Italians, although entrenched and numerically superior, were poorly coordinated, inadequately supplied, and lacked sufficient anti-tank defenses. Over the next 2 days, the Australians, reinforced by the 17th Brigade, continued their advance deeper into the fortress, capturing thousands of prisoners and overrunning key defensive sectors. By the afternoon of January 5, the defenders' resistance had collapsed, and General Bergonzoli, known as Electric Whiskers for his distinctive beard, fled the battlefield with a small group of men. In total, more than 36,000 Italian troops were captured, including 4 generals, along with hundreds of artillery pieces, tanks, and stockpiles of supplies. The Australians suffered relatively light casualties in comparison, with around 130 killed and several hundred wounded. The victory at Bardia was not only a significant tactical and strategic success but also a major morale boost for the British Commonwealth forces, particularly the Australians, who proved their effectiveness in independent operations for the first time. The fall of Bardia opened the way for the rapid Allied advance westward along the Libyan coast, leading to the capture of Tobruk just weeks later. The battle highlighted the weaknesses of the Italian military in North Africa and underscored the effectiveness of well-coordinated combined arms warfare, with infantry, tanks, engineers, and artillery working in concert. It also marked the beginning of a series of Allied offensives that would ultimately drive Axis forces out of North Africa.